Did you know that in the mountains of Afghanistan, people still point to the very path Alexander the Great's army marched along over 2 millennia ago? This is a land where history is not a distant concept, found only in books, but a tangible presence etched into the very soil and stone. Afghanistan is a place of profound complexity, often misunderstood through the narrow lens of modern conflict. Yet, its story is a sprawling epic, a grand tapestry woven from the threads of empires, religions, cultures that have all found a home, a battlefield, or a thoroughfare in this rugged, beautiful heart of Asia. It is a country that has always been a crossroads, a place where civilizations from the East and the West have met, mingled, and often clashed, leaving behind a legacy that is both magnificent and deeply scarred. To begin to understand Afghanistan is to travel back in time, not just by centuries, but by millennia. Its location, bridging Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East, destined it to be a vital artery for human movement and exchange. Long before the rise of modern nations, this land was a bustling hub of activity. The legendary Silk Road that connected the sprawling markets of China with the opulent cities of the Roman world. The story of Afghanistan begins in the mists of antiquity. Long before recorded history, settlements like Mundagak in the south showed signs of a sophisticated urban culture. But it is the city of Balkh, known to the ancient Greeks as Bactra, that truly captures the imagination. Often called the Mother of Cities, its origins are lost to legend, a place that was once a major center of Zoroastrianism, the ancient Persian religion. This was a land of immense wealth and power, a prize sought by the Achaemenid Empire of Persia, which absorbed the region into its vast domain around 500 BCE. The foundations of a complex, multicultural society were laid here, setting the stage for the dramatic arrivals that were to follow. The arrival of Alexander the Great in 330 BCE was a pivotal moment, a collision of worlds that left an indelible mark. His Macedonian armies marched across the land, founding new cities and leaving behind a legacy of Hellenistic culture that fused with local traditions. This fusion created the unique Greco-Bactrian and later Indo-Greek kingdoms, whose art and coinage reveal a fascinating blend of Eastern and Western aesthetics. For centuries, this region was a beacon of Buddhist philosophy and art, a faith that traveled along the trade routes and found fertile ground in the valleys of Afghanistan, culminating in the creation of monuments of breathtaking scale and devotion. The centuries that followed were a whirlwind of rising and falling empires. The Kushans, the Sasanians. To truly feel the weight of this history, one must visit the sites where its echoes still linger. First, we must go to the Bamiyan Valley, the massive, empty niche of one of the destroyed Bamiyan Buddhas, lit by the setting sun. Here, for 1,500 years, 2 colossal statues of the Buddha stood watch, carved into sandstone. They were the tallest standing Buddhas in the world, marvels of syncretic Gandharan art. Their deliberate destruction in 2001 was a tragedy for all humanity. Today, the empty niches are hauntingly powerful. They stand as a profound statement on loss, memory, and the fragility of cultural heritage. Next, we journey to a remote, nearly inaccessible valley in Ghor province to find the minaret of Jam. This stunning, 65-meter-tall 12th-century tower is a masterpiece of Ghurid architecture. It is covered in intricate brickwork, turquoise tiles, and a band of Kufic script detailing a chapter from the Quran. The tower rises in majestic isolation amidst towering mountains. It is believed by some to be the sole remaining structure of the lost Ghurid capital, Firoz Koh. Its survival is a near miracle, a testament to the genius of its builders and the remoteness that protected it. In the west, near the border with Iran, lies the city of Herat, crowned by its ancient citadel. The Herat citadel, Qala Ikhtiaruddin, has stood in some form for over 2,000 years, restored and rebuilt many times, most notably by the Timurids. Walking its walls, one can almost hear the whispers of the poets, painters, and scholars who once made Herat the Pearl of Khorasan. Herat's Friday Mosque, with its dazzling mosaic tiles, remains a vibrant center of community life. Beyond the ancient stones and crumbling citadels, the true history of Afghanistan lives within its people. This is a nation of incredible diversity, a mosaic of different ethnic groups: Pashtuns, Tajiks, Hazaras, Uzbeks, Aimaq Turkmen, Nuristani. This diversity is reflected in the languages spoken: Dari and Pashto, Uzbek, Turkmen, Balochi, and dozens of other local tongues and dialects. The soul of the culture often reveals itself most intimately at the dinner table. Afghan cuisine is a hearty and flavorful reflection of its land and its history. The centerpiece of any feast is rice, prepared with great care. The national dish, Kabuli pulao, a fragrant pilaf of long-grain rice cooked in a savory broth with tender lamb or beef and sweetened with caramelized carrots and raisins, bread or naan baked fresh in clay ovens called tandoors, is a staple of every meal. Hospitality is a sacred duty. A guest is considered a gift from God, and even the humblest household will offer tea and whatever food they have with immense generosity and warmth. The historical treasures of Afghanistan are in a precarious position. The same forces of conflict and instability that have defined its recent past also pose the greatest threat to its ancient heritage. Decades of war have not only caused direct damage through shelling, but have also caused deliberate destruction and have enabled widespread looting of archaeological sites. Priceless artifacts have been smuggled out of the country, lost forever from the national narrative. Furthermore, the simple passage of time and the harshness of the climate take their own toll on mud brick fortresses and delicate tile work, which crumble without constant and expert care. Yet, even in the face of these immense challenges, there is a powerful and growing movement to protect what remains. This effort is led by courageous Afghan archaeologists, curators, and local community members who understand that these sites are not just relics of the past, but are essential for building a future. During the years of civil war, the heroic staff of the National Museum of Afghanistan hid away its most precious treasures, saving the world-famous Bactrian gold from certain theft and destruction. International organizations have partnered with these local heroes, providing funding and technical expertise for preservation projects. The restoration of the Herat Citadel, the stabilization of the tilework on Herat's Friday Mosque, and the painstaking documentation of the Bamiyan Valley are all glimmers of hope. These projects do more than just save old buildings. They provide skilled jobs, foster a sense of national pride, and create a focal point for communities to rally around. They represent a belief that a country's future is stronger when it remains connected to the glories of its past. The preservation of Afghanistan's heritage is a task for the entire world.